Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the free to play. It's been a minute, but I mean, it's because we won the champion training and I didn't really have much to do because I was really just doing champion training. You guys can see here, it supports. Now I did get bored and I did open up the soul stone, but you guys can see I'm here and I won it. I had 9,700. I literally just got right to the Lego book and sat. Now, I did say that I didn't want to make any 6 stars. I wanted to do like just all food, but we did make a 6-star, and it is more or less just because I wanted to progress. So for a little bit, we'll talk about this champion, just because this is why I wanted him. AOE, provoke. Now we need books, but it is what it is, and increased defense. It's a small one, but it helps. And then leech, it's like 35% chance, and it books up to 45, which isn't too bad. And he also has this cool passive that's block damage, but it's kind of weird because it only places after he takes the damage. So if he takes enough damage to die, then he just dies. And he also counterattacks when hit under provoke, which is good. But this will be really good for Hydra because I can just keep regrouping until I get a AoE provoke off. So that'll be really good. So it's another rare to 6-star, and it's kind of weird for me to 6-star 2 rares, right? But like I looked at the epics and they are good. Some of them are good, really good, like Oathbound. But it's like nobody has CC, which I'm gonna be making a video on dungeon progression sometime, but it's gonna be detailed, so it's gonna take a bit. It's gonna be a lot more streamlined than my usual free to play, and I'm also planning on making a video on how I basically just go ahead and set up for fusions. Right now, you can see I'm pretty bare bones. Ancients, I should have around 12. Gems, I should have like 700. I have been kind of spending more resources than I should be. I did spend a stamina refill because when I said I was going to forget about the missions and just focus on training champions and whatever, that's kind of dumb because the thing is you go all the way over here, you get some voids, and you do get like 200 gems, some gems here. Like you get enough gems that it's probably going to be a decent amount of refills. So just saving for this energy isn't smart because, like, let's say you get 150 energy here, you literally have to spend it here. You can't spend it on whatever you want. So like unless a dragon event lines up with this, but like I don't want to risk it because then like it's either 200 gems to open up, like let's say I need a magic keep. 200 gems is too much. Like let's say I need a spare keep, it's too much. But I am going to stop here because I do think void keeps are always open on Sunday, right? So like if I do void keep, I can come in and do all of this, right? So I'm fine waiting for the champion training because it usually coincides with a champion chase. That's why. Now I'm going to go a lot more in depth in a video I'm going to be working on. It'll probably come out tomorrow, Sunday, when this video is recorded. Hopefully it comes out before. Like if I can do 2 videos tonight, that'd be cool. But we're kind of close to Lego book. Like we're 35 off on paper, but like we're really close. Like we have pretty much everything done. So that's going really good. Our silver is really low. We've been a bit too like trigger happy with upgrading gear and like building up faction wars teams and stuff. So we need to cut back a bit on that. So let's talk about plans real quick. As I said, let's go to altar real quick. Awaken. So Alaric, we got a 5-star soul. And now, like, it's kind of weird because I 5-starred Oathbound with intentions of eventually 6-star because of his AoE attack, decreased turn meter. But if Alaric gets a 5-star soul, then, like, I mean, at the end of the day, that's huge. So decrease attack and decrease accuracy, I'd prefer the turn meter, but at the end of the day, this is still a really good skill. It is on a 4-turn cooldown. So, like, I don't know. He has a still buff, which will help in Magic Keep. It'll probably be able to allow me to do 20 in the future. And then for this, unfortunately, it's not a 2-hitter, but, I mean, it's okay for Fire Knight if we need the decrease attack for the waves. Like, we at least get a little bit of turn meter, like 7.5%. And he has a good attack aura for faction quips, but like the thing is just 5-star just really helps. Like maybe crushing grand. Like I don't really know what the new ones are gonna be for like supports. We'll find that out. But a 5-star soul is huge. It gives him a lot of stats and stuff. Like he's nowhere near as good as Oathbound, but he's still solid enough that I think that is good. But then also if you come here, you see Relic Keeper, right? And now that is like definitely worth a 6-star if you can get him his soul, which we did. because you see this dude right here. He has a self-attack, extra turn, 4-turn cooldown, basically a 3-turn cooldown, and then attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn if the target's killed, and it's for 4 turns. So he's basically going to keep his increased attack up all the time, and it probably doesn't need book too much if you're killing everybody. And when hit by an enemy, puts a continuous heal. It is what it is, not that crazy. Campaign battle is kind of weird, but like he'll basically want to be a force nuker alongside Rathalos, so like not too much there, but also like if you just go and he can get this change blessing, but you go to crushing run. Each round, a number of this champion's hits will ignore a percentage of the target's defense, depends on level of target, and then 5-star. First 2 hits each round, ignore a percent of the target, ignore 1% for every 25 levels, and in addition he gets 400 attack and 20% crit damage and a little bit health. But 400 attack is humongous. If you put 400 attack on this dude right now, he has 3,700, I believe. Yeah, 3,700 attack, which is just a humongous boost, right? 20% crit damage is a lot. It's a lot. It's like 1/5 of your damage boosted or something. I'm not good with the math for crit damage, but it's a lot. What we're gonna do? Oh, so like if you look at levels, like right here, they're level 200 on 16. That means it ignores 8% defense. If you come here, level 20, 280. So it ignores 4%, 8%, and then what's that? Like 13, around 13% of defense. That's a significant chunk of defense being ignored alongside big boy increase attack. So let's talk about Doom Tower. This is kind of unfortunate. Like I'm just hard stuck at 42. I think I can beat it now with Torox, but like I just don't have the patience right now. You know, probably go for that. And Griffin, anyways, is just gonna be a hard stuck. And then like 300 energy is a lot, but I don't know. Like we could push and try to get the voids, but we're gonna be stuck up here anyways. And how much time do we have? We still have 2 weeks, so it's probably smart. One thing, I'll mention this in the fusion video as well, but once you reach level 50, these things become so much harder. It becomes so much harder. So like you know how I say I want to win a champion training? If I'm a level 50, it's gonna be so much harder. So what I need to do is not farm campaign, right? And it's okay because like I said, we farm food. We got 8 4-stars ready, and it's pretty easy to get 2 more. We're literally working on it right now. Confessor, I was gonna be like maybe we do the fusion for champion training, but I mean champion chase. But I mean like what are the odds that we get 3 other void rares for this dude? And he's trash. This dude right here is trash. Like there's no odds. So she's food. Here we do have 2 of the rares, 3 of the rares actually ready to go. We just need to get Templar up. But yeah, so what we need to focus on now is these missions, and we need to go over the challenges, and we need to finish these 2, Magic on auto and Clay Stage 13. Thing is by the time that the champion comes around, the fusion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is 7 days away, right? High Katoon, there's no way that she's gonna be here. The championship is gonna be here before High Katoon, right? There's no way. It's not even gonna be active during High Katoon, unfortunately. So this is 250 easy points I'm missing out on, and 500 energy. But I believe maybe this comes up. Now these 2, I'm not really gonna count these for my calculations for shards. But this is a void. This is an ancient. That's 3-1. Come down here. This is 4-2-1. And then also, so we're going to have 2 ancients here. And then that's going to be 8 days, not 7 days. So 7 days. And then, so probably 12 days is easy to assume. Because 12 days from now is going to be 2/15, which will be 1 day after Valentine's Day. And the fusion will probably start Valentine's Day since it's a Valentine's fusion. I'm not entirely 100% sure about that. But yeah, like I'll go way more in depth in the fusion video. Just want to give you guys a little glimpse into what's going on in the free-to-play. We got 3 6-stars. So this dude is actually really good. His base stats are really good. Like this gets up to like 1,300 or so. So he's gonna scale pretty nicely. He's a bit slow, but it is what it is. like attack, but he gets a little bit of speed. Like, of course, his gear is not really leveled up that much, so he's missing out. What's that? 13 speed, so that's 184 speed. Now, granted, we don't want him that fast because increased defense on the clan boss, but what can we do? 184 speed should be enough with Gorgo turn meter boost, eventually Haikatune for the Hydra boss. We could test the Hydra right now and obviously just not allow it to count. And now here we actually need to do a clan boss run, but like let's just hit normal real quick. Let's do this dude for increased accuracy, this dude for provoke, Rathalos for damage, probably Kel for damage. Turn meter boost. So we got turn meter, we got HP burn, provoke, boom boom. We want block boss, but we don't have Ugo. We'll just go with defense down. We just want to see if we can do any damage, if we can provoke and get like a low boss, low chest. I'm not really good at Hydra though. I need to like learn what to do. Unfortunate. Still buff, decrease turn meter. Okay. Got no provokes. But he does go before the cleanser. That's all I need to check. We can make the run later because one thing we need to work on even more is faction wars. I've been doing a lot better. You can see I'm at 153. I'm 2 away from this rare book. But like even undead hordes, there's no way I can beat this dude with this team because of what this boss is. He's the fair boss, sleep boss. Yeah, like revives dead allies, places sleep on himself, puts a block damage on him if all allies are dead. Allies joining the attack, it's the ally attack, but his 2 dudes do a bunch of damage. We just don't really have a way to deal with this at all. Usually you want to just like either have CC or somebody who can be really tanky. We have neither. And then orcs, we don't even really have champions. Can't really show. But like, yeah, faction wars, it's kind of, we can't do much. Dungeons, you know, we haven't progressed too much. Here we're at 14. I could probably push a bit more, but I don't like ice golem. It's dumb. Arcane 16. We farmed 15 because it's consistent. 16 was a bit scary. I could probably do a bit more, but the problem is just not tanky enough, really. Magic Keep. We're at 10 right now, of course. Like, we could probably get up to 13. Our team right now. Let's get some tanky. And let's get Rally so she can revive. And where's Nagoyo? Let's see. We can probably beat this, right? This should be easy. Magic Keep should be easy here. Okay, boom, boom. We're not going to auto. We don't need to auto. I believe we only need to do spare keep. This is just to see if we can do it. He's going to just nuke. Boom. GG. Easy. And then place a shield. So we need to kill this dude. If he's dead, she doesn't get block debuffs. Well, actually, we're going to do a ton of damage. Okay. Then attacks one enemy, places a block buff, debuff for 2 turns. If this champion is under an increased attack buff, steals all buffs before attacking. He puts that on himself if they get low. So boom, place block debuff, and she resists. Fuck. This is annoying. But I believe we just do enough damage to not care, based on what I saw. So maybe we take somebody here out for accuracy, or we just build this dude better. So we could also do a lyric, but he only steals buffs, and it's only 2, so it could not be the shield. But yeah, it just looks here like we do more than enough damage, so it doesn't really matter. But in the future, we definitely need to do better with this. Like, Nagoyo needs to do better. Boom, 5th hit, big boy hits. So yeah. But yeah, so that's it. I'm basically just going to be farming Arcane Keep and then trying to get into Magic Keep, and I think we actually need to be 13 or higher. So yeah, I need to get that sorted out. But do this, do Dragon. And unfortunately, I'll have to waste energy refills. Is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be coming out with the fusion guide. Like basically, like we don't know the calendar, so it's not gonna be like super duper official, but it'll basically be like what I do to prep and like how I think through it and like what stages, like how I decide what stages to, what events and tournaments to work on or skip, etc., etc. And then I'm working on a dungeon progression video just to be like, what do I look for in a team to progress in dungeons, right? And it'll be like, right now it's planned to be like streamlined into like 5 major tips. Like it's going to take probably a while, probably be like a week or so, because it'll be like an actual like scripted video and everything where I'm like, okay, I want to talk about this, etc., etc. But yeah, that's the video. Not too much crazy new, except for the Lego book, which I think we saved. Good thing. Check out the Fusion review video if you guys haven't already, and have a nice day. I love you, my fellow Shibas, and we are going to win this free-to-play challenge.